Imagine a place where you can crawl under crocodiles and see all kind of wild animals. Well, join me today visiting the Zoo Miami and discovering all the incredible experiences you can live there. In this episode, everything counts from tips to learning facts, including figuring out with me how many of these animals you've never seen before. We're gonna go through cages where we can see some of the most rare animals walking right beside you on the ground. And I was not talking about the regular peacock, but that also counts. We're gonna see some very familiar animals, but learn why they're not the exact animals you think they are. And no, this sign was not about an elephant dodgeball game. We're gonna discover the most immersive experiences you can have in a zoo, but stick to the end where I share the most exciting experience in my opinion. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Selena, but you can call me Sally. I travel in a camper van, sharing epic adventures, secret spots, and travel tips. This season is packed with excitement, and here's something special for you. At the end of the season, I'm giving away a free or discounted ebook with everything you need to know about renting a camper van and must-have app. But don't worry, if camper vans aren't your thing, the highlight of this ebook is my tried and true ultimate itinerary for the Florida Keys, so you have the best experience possible. Just watch each episode to collect the secret word to make your dream trip a reality, and I'll show you how to claim your ebook at the end. Let's adventure, everyone! This is Florida Key Season, Episode 14. After learning all the intriguing facts about that coral castle last episode, including that that's the Stonehenge of the USA, today we're gonna go explore the Zoo Miami. The Zoo Miami opened its doors in 1980, and fun fact, it is 3 times larger than the famous San Diego Zoo that has only 100 acres and 59 acres bigger than the Bronx Zoo that has 265. It's a wild adventure across 750 acres, which only 324 acres are developed. So wear comfy shoes, you'll be walking over 4 miles unless you hop on one of the cool rides I'll show you later. But for now, let's go check it out and get some tips right here with me. Parking here is free, but you're gonna pay about $19 for kids between the ages of 3 and 12, and roughly $26 for an adult ticket that I strongly recommend you go ahead and purchase online so you can skip all the lines and go straight to the zoo. If there's a golden tip from this episode, is to truly plan your visit online. This place is massive, and if you only have one day to see everything, you will not. Even, I'll tell you, the battery of your phone will also not last for this whole visit, so bring extra. And online, you can see all the different exhibits, animals you can see, the map of the park, so you can definitely craft and plan your day before you get to the gates of the park. The zoo is home to 3,000 animals from 500 different species. So I invite you to play a game with me on today's episode. How many animals of these have you never seen in person? I counted mine, count yours with me till the end of the episode, and drop your number in the comments below so we can check and compare at the end. And stick around because the last visit was my favorite exhibit experience in this park, and I'll show you how you can basically swim with a crocodile without getting wet. But for now, let me help you continue plan your day. As you can see, you can rent this cute rides for your kids or a big kid at heart. You'll find from different vehicles to bicycles to family bikes. There's a minimal rental of 3 hours and you pay for additional, and prices will vary roughly starting at $50-something. I was very focused on my visit because I just had a short day to go through this massive park. So I'm gonna give you a brief walkthrough of what you can find at Conservation Action Center, which was the first exhibit I decided to try out. And I was right away greeted with this massive python snake that kids can walk through. What a great experience for your kids, and I'll tell you, there's lots for them to interact and learn around this exhibit. Then if you're visiting the zoo with kids, plan to spend a good amount of time at this exhibition because this might be one of the best science classes they've been through. A very cool thing about the Zoo Miami is that these exhibitions change, so every visit here will not be the same. The time I was here, they were building this dinosaur exhibit, which is now open until September 2025. The highlight is the fact that some plant species living today existed when dinosaurs roamed the earth and even survived mass extinction. How cool is that? Now, talking about cool, I love watching monkeys interact. And I've seen monkeys before, even in person while paddling in Florida. But these different species and types of monkeys are really intriguing to see them interacting with each other and just having a good, lazy time together. Next on the list is very familiar to us Floridians, but this is a kind I've never seen before. Did you know there's such a thing as a Cuban crocodile? Well, that was a lesson learned for me, and they look quite smaller and kind of cute. What do you think? Have you seen one of these before? And I'm talking about these Cuban ones. So this will be number 1 for me of animals I've never seen before. And number 2 of animals I've never heard of before is the Malayan tapir. Have you heard of them? For me, they were kind of a mix of an elephant with a hippo. What do you think? A next exhibit to try was Wings of Asia, one of the most peaceful and magical parts of the Zoo Miami. This isn't just a bird exhibit, it's actually the largest aviary of Asian birds in the entire Western Hemisphere, home to over 400 birds from 85 different species. As soon as you walk in, you feel like you've stepped into a rainforest. Look around, there are peacocks just casually strolling past you, doves nesting in the trees, and if you look closely, you might even catch a glimpse of the bright orange-red plumage of Bali Mena, one of the rarest birds in the world. This whole aviary is a free flight environment, meaning the birds are literally flying above you and walking beside you. It's a truly immersive experience. The designers even added waterfalls, ponds, and exotic plants to make it feel like the bird's natural habitat. Some of them even help pollinate flowers and spread seeds in the wild. And here's something fun. Many of these birds are part of the conservation programs to protect endangered species. So every step you take here is not just a beautiful stroll, it's also a walk through a living, breathing effort to save wildlife. Keep your eyes up and down and all around. Some birds love to hide in plain sight. And yes, you might hear some surprise squawks, chirps, and even a call that sounds like laughter. Let me know in the comments below how many birds did you spot in this walkthrough, because I couldn't keep count. And I gotta say, it was quite cool to meet one of the rarest birds in the world here, making it to the count of number 3 of animals I've never seen before. As we step out of bird paradise, we're greeted by something massive, I mean giant. Just ahead are the Asian elephants, and wow, they really make you feel small in the best way. These gentle giants can weigh up to 11,000 pounds, and they're surprisingly graceful for their size. Zoo Miami has designed a huge habitat for them, with wide open spaces, mud wallows, and even a pool where they sometimes splash around to cool off. A fun fact is that unlike African elephants, the Asian elephants have smaller ears, but just as much personality. If you're lucky, you might see one of them using their trunk like a snorkel while they battle, or gently picking up food with that powerful, flexible nose. Standing here and watching them feels a bit like time slows down. It's wild to think these incredible animals are in danger in the wild due to habitat loss and poaching. So every visit helps support the conservation work that places like Zoo Miami are doing to protect them. And apparently be careful because they have a good aim to toss some stuff at you. Wild. And even though I've seen elephants before, given the knowledge I gained about Asian elephants with their smaller ears today, this makes it number 4 of the animals I've never seen before. And should a rhino rock count as number 5? Just kidding. If you've been to Florida before, you've seen sandhill cranes wandering around parking lots or wetlands, right? But this will be my number 5 because it's a black crowned crane. And a huge difference is that they are the only one crane species that can actually roost in trees because of a unique long hind toe. Pretty wild for a bird this tall. Which is another reminder we're traveling the world without leaving Miami today, so let's keep going. My number 6 and one of the most exciting encounters I had today was seeing for the first time what it's called the greater one-horned rhinoceros, also known as the Indian rhino. Up close, they look like they're wearing an armor, right? That thick folded skin isn't just for show, it helps protect them in the wild. These giants can weigh over 6,000 pounds. They're surprisingly calm and often spend their time grazing or wallowing in the mud to cool off and keep bugs away. What I love most about seeing this rhino in person is how ancient they feel, like a living dinosaur. It's definitely one of those animals that makes you pause and just go, wow. Now, are you keeping up with your account of animals you've never seen before? Alright, Zoo Miami, you completely distorted my knowledge of animals and what I thought I had seen before. Of course, we all have seen cows, but have you seen banteng? Okay, so here we go to number 7. Bantengs are actually endangered in the wild, mostly due to habitat loss and hunting. The males usually have the dark, almost black coats, while the females are more reddish-brown. But here at Zoo Miami, they're part of important conservation efforts to help protect and preserve the species. Let's quickly count some animals I've also never seen before. Forgive my pronunciation here. This is the sable antelope. Fun fact that those horns can grow up to 5 feet long. Different than some other animals, both female and males have them. For me, number 9 goes to the Indian gore, also known as the boscarus. It's actually the largest wild cattle species in the world and can weigh over 2,000 pounds. Number 10 for me goes to another type of antelope called the addax, which are built to survive some of the harshest environments on Earth, the Sahara Desert, where food and water are scarce. We also saw a hippopotamus, which I have seen before, but it's still super cute. And now we're about to enter my favorite part of Zoo Miami. Come with me. At the Exposition for Florida Mission Everglades, we're diving into one of the most unique ecosystems on the planet. Here you'll find from bears to dive underneath crocodiles, face a Florida panther, in an immersive experience like I've never experienced before. The most exciting part for me was to fulfill my kid at heart and crawl underneath a see-through tunnel that places you underwater, surrounded by American crocodiles. This immersive experience lets you observe these fascinating reptiles from a unique vantage point, offering a thrilling perspective on their natural behaviors. Would you go through this tunnel? Another very cute experience right across the way on the next tunnel you can actually slide through is the otter habitat. And although that part was definitely my favorite, the immersive experience doesn't end there. Next, you can go inside other habitats and see bears, to which I'm definitely desperate about encountering in the wild, but I had a very pleasant experience seeing them at a distance when I was in Tennessee. A next very cute one was seeing a fox, and to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a fox in person, so this will be my count 11.
Hello. Hello. Out here. Out here, baby.
After blowing some kisses, she eventually figured out I was on the other side. So cute. And then there were plenty other angles for you to still see the bears, the alligators, and just unleash your kid at heart and go through some fun adventures. It was also very cool to be able to observe so close an American eagle. As you can see, there are plenty of different immersive experiences, up-close interactions with the animals, and a lot to learn about the conservation and the different species there are in all different parts of this world. And to finish up my counts, I'm gonna add 12 to my list for these flamingo-looking birds. Have you seen them before? And what was your count? Let me know in the comments below. Please like and subscribe to the channel to check on the next episodes, because next episode we're gonna finish this key season heading to the last of the keys. And do you know which one that is? Welcome back from the zoo tour, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. I found fantastic how many animals you can see really close, and animals I've never seen in my entire life. That was really cool. Now, getting back to the van, I was starving. The battery of this phone was dead, so I was charging. I ate some lunch, just a snack. And I gotta tell you that Scott yesterday gave me these brownies that he made. Absolutely amazing, Scott. Oh my God. He made, instead of cooking oil, he put this Italian olive oil in it that has, it's an orange olive oil. And he even gave me his oil because he had some more in stock. Thank you, Scott. I can't wait to try this and some other things. And this brownie is absolutely amazing, made with that orange oil, so it has some orange taste, and tart cherries. Absolutely to die for. All right, let's go to the next stop. So today's keyword for this episode is animals. For all the animals we saw today, please let me know in the comments how many of those you never seen in person, and if there's any you never knew existed. But next week, join me as we're gonna visit the last of the Keys, which is not with the Florida Keys. It's a little bit to the side of it. It's called Key Biscayne. And we're gonna explore together on what is to find there, and you won't believe what almost happened to this van. Stick to the next episode. I'll see you then. Have a good week, everyone.